Hello everybody, I'm TonyScapone, and this is currently not actually for Color Ad Nauseam Tendrils. What I thought I would do was just kind of go through it together, because at this point it's actually just a few changes. It's not like a huge, big impact for the deck, but as far as amount of cards, so I figured maybe a good way to do is just kind of go through it together. If you are in need of a more general walkthrough of how Ad Nauseam Tendrils works in the first place, you can scroll on back to the previous two videos. I did one on Grixis Ad Nauseam Tendrils and one on this exact list right in front of you here. But today we are going to go with 4-color. And 4-color is the idea. So Grixis is the idea that you have Burning Wish, right? I'm really no green, so no Veil, no Carpet of Flowers, no Abrupt Decay, and you dip into a little bit of a Wish package with 2 Burning Wish, and the Burning Wish is kind of in place of the Wishclaw Talisman, and you have a high number of cantrips, and you just kind of have this consistency and double island to work with, basics. So that's kind of what Grixis is, where Bug dips into green, right? And 4-color is basically saying, or not basically, it is saying, why can't it be both? So in my mind, there's 2 ways to do the whole 4-color thing. You can either go with literally just 1 Burning Wish, which I see a lot of, which really just opens up your Infernal Tutor, and if you're playing some amount of Wishclaw Talisman, that as well. Those cards now become Peer into the Abyss lines, right? Your Infernal Tutor can get your Burning Wish and can get Peer into the Abyss, so it's an 11-mana line. It just makes your Infernal Tutor appear into the Abyss. Now, 1 Burning Wish, I have seen a lot of these lists also running a bit of a Wish package, which to me is, if you're running 1 Burning Wish, it's for the Peer. Maybe you could argue playing a Tendrils so that in the event that you happen to have the Burning Wish in hand and it is your action piece and you have enough mana in Storm to kill them, you can Tendrils. I'm skeptical of that as well. I think today I'm going to go with 2 Burning Wish, and I'm not, and even then I don't think I'm going to play a Wish package. The point in which you have 2 Burning Wish, you could make an argument for, a better argument for Tendrils. I think I'll probably play the Tendrils with the 2 Burning Wish. But at that point, I don't really think you're supposed to be dipping into a Wish package. Although at the same time, as I've expressed before, I think there's room in the sideboard for Ad Nauseam Tendrils in general. There are, and I should mention real quick, there are other players who are doing all sorts of, pushing the limits and working with that room in the sideboard to the point that they would obviously argue, well, there is no room in the sideboard. Because they're out there testing things and filling that space. So I don't want to offend anyone who's out there, testing all sorts of different stuff. And I know Yokel is a Moto player, very active on Discord. He's been testing Force and Negations. So that's a whole nother conversation, because that deals with like being very interested, better or not for this or that. There's a whole can of worms that you open up there. Good stuff. But for me, I'm just kind of going with like these lists that I see less of now, but the lists that just have way too much removal, right? The 8, 9, 10 pieces of removal, or Grixis dipping into this rather robust Wish package along with just your 2 Burning Wish. So this is going to be an attempt to cram all together the best of both worlds. Is it going to be like this hyper optimal, you've been working on this list for months type of thing? No, like we're just going to go through and we're going to turn this into a 4-color, and it's hopefully going to be fine, right? So first things first, we need Burning Wish, and I think ultimately what we're going to wind up doing is going down on Preordain, because that's kind of the card that is filling the space here. I don't think we want to do anything with our lands in terms of number of lands. I'll have to double back to see if we want to run bad lands, and if we do, what it's going to be in place of, but we'll come back to that in a second. So I'm going to come down on 2 Preordains likely. It might Might only be one. I'm not sure. So, like I said, I'm gonna go with 2 Burning Wish. Now, at this point, and I promise this is not like a pre-done thing. I haven't gone through. I've thought about this a little bit, but I'm gonna work through it here together with y'all. So, I think 2 Burning Wish and 2 Wish Claw is too much, right? We are a Cabal Ritual deck. We are looking to fill our graveyard. This is 4 rather heavy action pieces that do not fill our graveyard, right? That ask a lot of us, and I think it's putting undue pressure on our Cabal Ritual. If you just like look at this section and include the Ad Nauseam, like that's a lot of very heavy action. So I think, as you can see in Grixis list, it's 2 Burning Wishes, no Wish Claw. The green list is 2 Wish Claw. There's no Burning Wish. Sometimes people play 1 Wish Claw or 3 Wish Claw. Like, you can do all sorts of things, but I think we're pressured into going down on a Wish Claw if we're going to play the Burning Wish, right? Which I don't love. It's certainly a cost to me, but I think that's what we want to do in favor of still having either, just a cantrip. Something more general, smooths out our draws, still works well with Cabal Ritual, that sort of thing. I think, like, I would love to have 2 Wish Claw and 1 Burning Wish, but for the reasons that I think I've already stated, 1 Burning Wish is kind of suspect. If I was going to play it, again, I would play 1 Burning Wish, 1 Peer into the Abyss. I don't think I would dip into the Tendrils. I would not dip into a Wish package. But probably the main impetus for running 2 Burning Wish to me is, like, you're not always going to have it. It's only 1. If it gets countered, well, now it's gone. If you've taken up a whole sideboard spot, like, if it's in your hand, your Infernal Tutor can't get it. Like, that alone is, okay, I have a Burning Wish. Well, then you're probably casting it. Although if you don't have red mana up front, you're relying upon your LEDs to get you to the Burning Wish. Like, I feel like 1, it's super interesting. It might be, if you're going to go for 4 color, the optimal thing to do. Okay, so I think this is what I want to go for as far as the main deck goes. Lands. I think you want a bad lands, which is certainly a cost. I don't think you mess with basics. And this is one of the problems with 4 color, right? Because now your basics also become worse. Because sure, you have access to Island and Swamp, but then obviously they don't tap for red. So you have to dip into your fetches or your Underground Sea. I don't think it would be right to dip into Underground Sea. I think I'm going to take a fetch out. Alright, let me just look at Grixis. This goes for the additional basics. Still on 8 fetches. Maybe you just have to bite the bullet and cut Swamp. It feels pretty bad though. You could also just go up a land. I'm gonna bite the bullet and cut Swamp. It makes the most sense. It opens you up more to Wasteland, but hey, that's what you're doing when you're playing 4 colors in a freaking Storm deck. You don't see the Epic Storm running basics, right? But then once you're down to 1 basic, it's like, is it worth it to have the 1 basic? I think so, because the whole idea is, well, if you have your island and you have cantrips, you can work your way into the others, right? That's the idea. So, I think the main deck is fine. I think we can work out of these Carpet of Flowers. I think there's enough of an argument that they're not the greatest card for the deck. It's super powerful, but the matchups that you would want it, you don't need Carpet of Flowers. Like, your problem isn't that you're not making enough mana, so, or I guess we don't even have to, because we already have the Pier, right? So I think since we're running the 2 Burning Wish, like I said, I think Tendrils is fine. Now the question becomes, do you run a small package? When I say small, I mean like really high impact cards. Like I think this deck is pretty good at wielding like a Meltdown or something. But I'll be honest, I don't quite know what I would want to do with the rest of the sideboard. I think Beseju is probably the way to go. I know Yoko said he would. Hey, Morning Pizza. I know Yoko said he would let me borrow some. I didn't have a chance to like get to him before this. I think I would run a couple Beseju. I know a lot of people have been running 2 or 3. It kind of makes sense because like if you the higher numbers you have of them, they help each other, right? They help each other not cast but activate each other. But I mean, ultimately, I think that would be in place of some of the removal that we have here. So, again, I'm in that kind of space where, like, I don't necessarily know what to do with this part of the sideboard. Previously, I've gone into Carpet of Flowers. It's one of the reasons why I kind of like Burning Wish and why I think the Grixis build is ultimately pretty successful, because you have this space that you need to do something with other than making a bunch of removal spells, although there are a million removal spells, but at least you have access to a bunch of, like, you know, corner case scenario stuff with Burning Wish. Like, it's doing something rather than a bunch of removal spells that you're bringing in post board. So, oh shit, I didn't make a copy of this. I just started changing this. That's okay. That's okay, I'll change it later. I just want to change the name at least. Sorry. So, I think I'm gonna go with a small wish package. That being Meltdown. Oops. The Tendrils, Meltdown, Pier. I don't think I'm interested in the sideboard Duress. Or being able to get, I don't know. I don't really like that card. Maybe just the Massacre, right? Maybe I'll remember to use it this time. So I think I'm going to try something like this. Oh, maybe we want the Grape Shot, so that we're just not cold to Veil of Summer. That's actually something I was forgetting about. It's not just for the wish package, but we could always bring it in if we really want to. Although I'm not sure if we will at any point. So I think at this point we can just get rid of the Otawara. Although I do really like it. When I say really like it, I mean I like it when you have space and you don't have anything that's like really pressing that you really need and want. Ottawa is fine, because there's just so many. I found myself bringing it in more than 50% of the time, right? If Wasteland isn't a problem, it's just an auto bring it in, because there's virtually no cost to replacing Island. And then in Wasteland matchups, you want more lands anyways, and most of those matchups you also want to be bouncing things, so, post-board, so then you bring it in as land number 16. You don't replace a land with it. So I did really like it and how flexible it was. Maybe I can try it just in place of one of these Chain of Vapors or one of these Abrupt Decays. Probably one of the chains if I was going to do that. That's 3, 4, 5 removal, plus the Wishboard that can get rid of some stuff. And we do have Massacre, so that is more removal. So let's try this. Like I said from the beginning, am I trying to make like this hyper optimal thing? Nope, I'm just pushing some ideas that I've seen out there, and I do think I am doing it a little better than what I've seen. I've seen some wild things. Really, the only lists that I see that are doing this are running one Burning Wish, and they just have this robust and often awkward sideboard package. So I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna do this. So all right, so we are in round 1 against All for None with our 4-color Ad Nauseam Tendrils deck. This is pretty good. Verdant Catacombs. Huh. Ball Rituals. Interesting. I mean, so we have 7. We can just go for an Ad Nauseam. Hey, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by the stream. So we can ponder, taking it slow. You can just assume they're on non-blue with Verdant Catacombs showing, and just go for Ad Nauseam. We can also Thoughtseize. We find Dark Ritual with Ponder. We can do it all. I think I'm supposed to Ponder, and if we miss, then we just wind up Thoughtseizing. And it's not even a terrible place to be. I think we can afford to get a basic. What's happening? Are we getting no, okay. Badlands. Is that a juke? Oh no, they're playing around Stifle. Huh. So this can't be Grixis, right? They wouldn't play Verdant. So maybe now we're just supposed to go for it. I think it's just like Reanimator or something. Let's just get an Underground Sea in that case. Right, we have 2, 3, 4. This is 7, so we go get Ad Naus. I'm just gonna go for it. Like if they have Entomb and 2 reanimation spells in their hand, the Thoughtseize thing is just really bad. So I think we are pressured to go. Okay then. Where are my coins? Why are my coins not happening? Oh, they are. I just can't hear them? Why can't I hear them? My sound not on? Sorry for lots of coins. Let me just test this here. Oh, I'm muted. Whoa! Alright. Alright, lots of coins. Okay. So I'm just gonna put them on Reanimator. Like, what else would just go, you got it. I mean, Reanimator shouldn't go, you got it, because we didn't just have it, so. But, still. So, Surgical, here comes that free Otawara. Fluster. We don't want Abrupt Decay. We want to keep our package intact. Generally speaking, good advice. Keep your package intact, okay? Chain of Vapor is pretty good. Is it better than? I mean, Veil is fine, but not on the draw. So that just went in place of that. We gotta get rid of 5 cards for these. I think Veil doesn't really make sense on the draw. Probably get rid of a Rain of Filth. And I don't think we have time to be preordaining. Looks good. Let's do it. Okay. Diddy Muse, thank you for the subscription. Elberganton, hey, you gifted it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Or is it, I'm sorry, is it Al Eberganton? Is your name Al? I know your name. Or I saw it from Discord. I feel like a jerk. Hold on. No, I don't have it in Discord. Sorry. We gotta mull this. This is better, but it's probably gonna lose. Alessandro. Okay. Well, thank you so much for gifting a sub. Italian names, right? Now Diddy Muse has access to some sweet emotes. You got the Grogu. I'll just put them all out there. I don't know how it works and like which ones you have by having a tier 1 sub. I don't know. I'm not fantastic with these sorts of things. I mean, we're running 2 surgical. I don't think we just like mull down to them. I'd say the Ad Naus in hand is the most realistic like action piece here. I think we just bottom the Burning Wish. I think I'd rather have this Ponder. I don't feel great about this, I'll say that. I kept on 6. We're hoping they just like discard us and pass. Or even better, go Faithless Looting and pass. That's not what it's looking like. It's looking like we're dead. Okay. They can only draw 7. Damn, that Burning Wish could have possibly wound up being a lethal Grape Shot, depending on what they wind up with here. There's the Thoughtseize. Going down to 2. Wow. I wish I had that Burning Wish. They would have been forced to take it. They take the Ad Nause. They're passing. Interesting. Badlands. Okay, so we have a Chain of Vapor in our deck to bounce this. I think we're just pondering here. Does not seem good enough. Okay. Pass. Hold up Fluster against like 15 cards. Likely not going to be good enough, but not sure. Brainstorm even had... Brainstorm would have had to have hit Petal. Nope. There is... well, we have Ritual, so Petal, Action, LED is what it would have had to have hit. Action being a tutor. They take Brainstorm. Okay. Take our Dark Ritual. So now we have to draw Brainstorm. I'll Thoughtseize them and then scoop. Animate, Chancellor, Double Ritual. Alright. Let's go to game 3. So this is notoriously a difficult matchup for Ad Nauseam Tendrils. So let's see if we can pull off game 3. We do get Veil now, which it's still not like great. Maybe it's good enough though. Just don't know what to cut. You think so? Cabal Writ. Like Veil is awkward, but it bolsters our Fluster. Like we have Veil and Fluster in hand. It's great. One of the wishes. Yeah, because we're... Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I like this. Alright, game 3. I think we're supposed to keep. They did show a Chancellor of the Annex, which would definitely be bad here. Yep. Yikes. Kept on 6. There's a Chancellor. So... Oh, we should have changed our fetches, right? To support the Badlands that we put in the deck. I didn't think of that. That's okay. So we probably want to get our Thoughtseize countered. And now we're probably dead. Hopefully it's just discard or looting. Please. Thank you. I played Thoughtseize into the counter because, one, it saves us the 2 life, but also you don't want to wind up like discarding one of their creatures by accident. I think Duress is actually better. So I think we play Trop Ponder. Maybe we Duress first to inform our Ponder. Yeah, because there's no card off of the Ponder that's like going to get us there. Except for like, I guess Brainstorm feasibly could, but Duress. Sweet. So now they have no enabler or reanimation spell. So this is actually a pretty good spot to be in. I suppose we could have pondered. No, that doesn't make sense. Okay, so we found Ad Nauseam for next turn. I think we're supposed to take the land and just go for the Ad Nauseam next turn. Dodge, discard. If they draw discard, it's not the end of the world. They take Dark Ritual, and then we just keep going. They have no way of actually getting there this turn unless they draw Faithless Looting and then hit like the perfects. So they played Verdant Catacombs. Yeah, we're just getting in there. I don't think it matters really, right? Ritual. Yeah, no, last time they just scooped. We did hit a surgical too, so that's the first flip. Adna's on their next turn. Worst case, you can find an SC. Alright, we beat Reanimator in round 1. It's pretty good. Sure. Well-rounded. Urborg. Thoughtseize, okay. Some sort of depths, probably. Probably mono black depths. It could be any sort of mono black deck or Golgari depths. Like, could be a number of things. They took our Brainstorm. Interesting. If we just ponder off of our basic Underground Sea, thanks to Urborg. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. They probably took Brainstorm because they have more discard. At the same time, can't really pass this up. Yeah. Alright. I suppose we didn't have to play out the pedal, but you do want to play out the LED here, because if they have double discard, it's certainly relevant. Like, you want to be careful the whole holding for Storm thing. I think there are spots where it's right to do so, but more often than not, it's not. I am scared. So we have 2, 3, 4, 10. So we were 1 shy of Peer into the Abyss. Yep, that's what I was scared of. Yep, which is often a consideration to holding your Lion's Eye Diamond. The problem with that is, like I said, if they have double discard, because now they take both, right? I think we definitely play this one out. And they're probably going to present lethal here. Voidwalker is fine. Let's fetch, because we're going to be fetching, and I'd rather this card be in our yard. We already have blue-black, so guess we'll get our green. Might as well get Trop, because then it's a tri-land. Yeah, you got a Voidwalker. Another Urborg. More discard? That's fine. I don't care about that. Come on, Tutor. Do we hold cards for Brainstorm at this point? We have 3, 6, 9. I don't think so, because this is enough where if we draw Infernal Tutor, it becomes Peer into the Abyss. 6, 9, 10. I'll hold the Misty, though. Yep. So we have some time. We're probably going to draw out of this. There it is. So, without Burning Wish into Peer here, we'd be forced into, honestly, probably like a lethal pass. Is there just a lethal Past in Flames, like, Tutor Chain thing? They're at 16. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can we cast our cantrips? I think, yeah. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 11 mana. Tutor's 9. Past in Flames is 5. Tutor is 3. LED is 6. Tutor is 4. And then it has to get Tendrils. So we actually don't have mana to cast our cantrips. So it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can only get up to 6, so we got a Peer. We can just add black, I guess. Do we want to thin our deck? I think we would rather, right? Yeah, why not? Oh, we can't Past in Flames. This is a Voidwalker. Wow. That would have been a doozy. I guess we don't have to crack these LEDs yet, but whatever. That was a close one. So we would have been forced into Ad Naus, which honestly from that position probably would have won. But Peer should do it. Should definitely do it. Find a Burning Wish. We could even great. Oh, well, yeah, we did. It doesn't matter. It does not matter at all. We don't need to get Threshold. Don't you worry. We even have the natural tendies, so whatever. And let's just get them. Let's just get them. Yeah, chat's going crazy. If it doesn't work, Voidwalker. Doing unnecessary math. Excuse me while I math for no reason. Okay. Mono black depths, huh? I'd imagine they even play Wasteland. I believe they do. This Voidwalker is pretty annoying, but Abrupt Decay doesn't seem great. I think we're just going to be kind of leaning on like Ad Nauseam and Pier. Surgical doesn't seem good enough. Somebody know if Mono Black plays Wasteland? It makes sense if they did, but it wouldn't shock me if they didn't. Is Fluster worth it? Run the draw against discard. It's still probably fine. I mean, these are like the things in contention. The question is, are they better than things in our deck? I'd say Rain of Filth is, well, games get grindy. That could be actually a pretty big ritual. Definitely a Cabal Writ, because we're going to have a tougher time getting Threshold. Well, I'm going to pretend that they don't have Wasteland. Play Ottawa in place of the island. And then I'm going to cut a Preordain. Maybe these Flusters are just not good enough on the draw. They'll probably come in on the play, but like we're going to put they're going to discard us, we're going to put some things into play, and then they're going to discard us more, and then we're going to be close to Hellbent. And we're not going to want to be top decking Flusters at that point. We're going to want our cantrips. This is very risky. They're probably going to discard us, take our Brainstorm, and then what? Then we get to Thoughtseize at least. If we hit a green source, we can hold up Veil after. I guess I'll keep this. It's certainly on the lower side of keeping. Shocker. Like, I don't love this hand. I don't think I would fault anyone for throwing it back. Even be willing to accept that I am wrong in keeping it, but yep, just as we drew it up. Good ritual to double Thoughtseize, but I'm not gonna. Yep. So I guess we're kind of priced into taking Confidant. And just try to beat the Voidwalker. Can always remove it at some point, maybe. Why? Oh, so that you can get the Saga into play this turn. Okay. That was a good draw. We're supposed to... Oh, I totally meant to put an Echo in the sideboard. I'm going to do that right now. I do think it's worth doing. If you're playing 2 Burning Wish. If you're playing 1, I wouldn't. But yeah, I would play the Echo. I'd probably just get rid of Otawara. Yep. Okay, so you hit a ritual. I think we're supposed to do Burning Wish. They're going to be making Saga tokens. So you just go get Meltdown. It's pretty good. Grape Shot is meh. Pier is actually interesting. We can get Pier with Burning Wish, and then we can follow it up with Infernal Tutor on a Dark Ritual, and if we like draw mana, we could Pier on that turn. Yeah, Meltdown's probably not ideal. So we gotta get Volk. Could Massacre at some point, but just gotta hope they don't draw discard and that we get like for a couple turns. Play the Ancient Tomb. That's interesting. It's interesting that Burning Wish doesn't Oh, because it doesn't go to the graveyard. So they can't get it with Dothy. That's good. They have one unknown. Land is not the worst. Pretty good, because we can hold up Veil, so now we can protect. Hell yeah, and we got mana. So now we Infernal Tutor to get another ritual. We get to hold up Veil. I like this. They do get Infernal Tutor if they want it. I don't think they do. So they make a thing. I'm going to crack the Delta in response to their Saga. So they probably have a Pithing Needle. And we get Bayou. Create a Construct. Well, let's go get Bayou. Expedition map, okay. Land. That's the last card that we know about in their hand. Hex Mage is fine. We get to cycle our Veil now to maybe hit more mana. I mean, you're very low chance to whiff on Pier, but it's certainly possible. So they played a black card, so we get to draw a card here. Excuse me. Do you mind? Alright. I'm gonna land, that's fine. And Ad Naus, that's funny. So, we can thin our deck. I don't think we want to thin our deck. I think I'd rather just draw an extra card. Although, this might not have a fetchable. We draw one less card, but... Oh, we just don't have to decide yet. Derp. Like we don't even have to play Misty yet. And that's a Pia. That's a Pia. Opponent is dead. Definitely dead. Could even do some funny things with Chain, but not going to. I'm just gonna discard, go down to 1. Add Dark Depths in hand. And we can... Actually, we don't even have to. We can just cast Burning Wish. Go get our Tendrils. Got 'em. Nice. We are 2-0. Alright, here we are in round 3 with a strange hand. We're going to have to mull this one. It's a little better. Pretty weak to Wasteland, but is what it is. Wonder if we're supposed to Ritual Thoughtseize Wishclaw. Let's bottom Rain of Filth. I think I'm just going to open with Thoughtseize. It's kind of the coward's play, but here we are. What do you got? Let me look. Ooh, okay. Well then, they have a lot of cantrips, 1 lander. Take their Thoughtseize or the Force of Will. I'm going to take their Thoughtseize. I don't know if that's right or not, but I think they're both defensible. Taking Thoughtseize or Force of Will. One thing about taking Force of Will is it forces them to Thoughtseize, and then they're not... there's like less unknown information initially. This forces them into cantripping, which kind of changes their hand up a lot. But either way, not too much difference. What did they do with the Ponder? They did not shuffle. So my guess is we have a Daze to contend with. Yeah. I'm just gonna run into it. Called it. I hate that you have to say no twice now. Stupid. So you basically used Wishclaw as a duress there. At the same time, we'd rather take Force of Will, but... Ooh, Thoughtseize. So I have no pressure yet. This is obviously Shadow, if you haven't figured that out yet. Likely blue-black. Thoughtseize Bug. Love to see it. So they have a Force of Will. Yeah, I guess we Brainstorm. Huh. It's interesting. I think we're supposed to just play this stuff out and play an Infernal Tutor. If they want to force it, they can. If not, it's interesting. That was an ideal scenario. 4, 5, 6. Tutor. Oh no, did I put Ritual on top, didn't I? I was thinking I had enough mana to go for it, but I don't at that point. Like 2 turns from now. So really I would want Infernal Tutor so I can just cast it. Yup. I done fucked up. Maybe I just wasn't even supposed to Brainstorm yet back there. Just wait and build up some cards in my hand. Like they might force me to cast it with a discard spell, but... Oh, they're Doomsday. That's interesting. And they only have 2 cards in hand. We might wind up being able to Grape Shot them. Probably not, though. They're going to go to 6, right? So we have 4, 5, 6. We have Tutor. We have 4. We can get Burning Wish, then we can Grape Shot. If we just hold this stuff, maybe we'll draw another spell. They'll be at 6, though, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we're only going to be able to do 5. I think we just pass here. Cast your Doomsday. Gotta hope for no Cycler. The Cycler that we knew about, they already used. I have not been keeping track of these. But I think they used both of these. They forced. Yeah, they pitched that Ponder. They used that. We knew about that, and they cast that, so yeah. They have 2 unknowns. We're dead to a Cycler. We have 4, 5, 6, 7. We can add Naws if we draw any mana. If we draw 8, 2, 4. If we draw Dark Ritual or LED, we can kill them. Oh, you're right. I'm so not used to having Tendrils in my main deck, in a Storm deck. There are draws that would prevent us from being able to do that, like a cantrip or but a cantrip is likely to find something that will get us back in it. But if we draw like discard spell, that could potentially be awkward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, discard spell would not be good. Unless they're reliant upon no, it wouldn't be good. They're not going to build a pile that loses to a discard spell, so we want to draw any mana. Actually, any Tutor would not be good either. Unless it's Burning Wish. Wishclaw's already in our graveyard, so Infernal Tutor would be bad. Although we do have 1 in hand and 1 in our yard already, so very small chance. So, considering they're in the tank here, I gotta imagine they don't have a Cycler. Excuse me. Although you need more than just the Cycler, right? You need like either, yeah, their last 2 cards would have to be LED plus Cycler, or Cycler plus Brainstorm probably does it. So you can cycle into Petal, then Brainstorm. Yeah, so they would cycle into Petal, then Brainstorm into, maybe that wouldn't work. I don't know. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to go into the tank with my opponent here. Pass the turn. And we drew a land. So at least we get to play around days. They had a Cycler, and they put interaction on the top. Oh, that's such bullshit, huh? Okay. So yeah, if you have a cycler there, you can't kill, but you can put a force on top if the other card is a blue card, which it was. And now they get to do the thing. For realsies this time. Yeah, Doomsday is it's pretty good. Okay. So we don't have too much for them. We have Fluster. I wonder if you're supposed to play Surgical in this matchup since we have 6 discard spells. I don't think we want any of this stuff. It's free to play Otawara though. Well, is there anything that we would be bouncing? Yeah, it's possible. It's possible that it comes up. We don't need the island, so we can do that. Okay, so probably want to take a Cabal Writ out. Veil seems pretty good. Preordains. You go down on Burning Wish. Sounds good. Like, Surgical is not particularly good in this matchup, but as a deck with 6 discard spells, I think it is. Okay. We can keep this. I wish we had a Petal. Like, really bad. And of course, the question is, do we Thoughtseize or do we hold up Veil? I think we hold up Veil. It's worse against Ritual Doomsday. I guess it walks into Daze as well. It's just we're not actually going to get mileage out of Veil unless it's right now. Right? Like, we Thoughtseize them, and then they discard us, we can't Veil, and then it's likely a dead card. We do, however, have Brainstorm. Okay, they're passing, that's good. Now we get the Thoughtseize with Veil up. Of course, we are telegraphing it, but I don't think there's a great way around it. Excuse me. So, we got the double Doomsday, and they have protection. Huh. I mean, I guess we take Daze, right? I'm gonna take the Daze. Take Daze. They're gonna go Doomsday. And then I think we can beat Force Negation. Or we're gonna try at least. With this Veil. Wait, did they Polluted Delta? No. Oh, it was already in play. So they played Underground and they played Doomsday. And they have 1 unknown. I think I'm supposed to cycle Veil. I think I'm supposed to cycle Veil, hope they didn't draw a blue card or a cycler, and hope that we can draw a win here. Like, I think Daze had a reasonable likelihood that it was going to be a problem for us. I'd rather just put them on the 1 draw for the Force Negation. It's a Petal. I'm going to Brainstorm. Fluster is interesting, but I don't think it's good enough. I'm going to down Fluster. Down one of these Ponders. Shuffle up. Don't think it matters. So here, I think I'm supposed to Ponder. Or maybe not. Cabal Ritual might be awkward. Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to just Brainstorm. No, that's not true. Because right now we're looking for the tutor, and then if we don't find it, we want Brainstorm to be able to bail us out. So we're kind of pinched on colors as a result of Cabal Ritual initially costing 2. If we Brainstorm and we miss, Ponder is not going to get us out of it. More cantrips. I think we're supposed to shuffle this. Well, it takes care of the Cabal Ritual problem, so now Brainstorm has a pretty good chance of bailing us out here. I supposed to ritual first? No. Alright, we just found nothing. Classic. Yeah, it happens. It's okay. Can't win them all. Alright, round 3. We are against LOL for reals. Don't know what they play. Not the greatest hand, but I'll keep it. Basic island, huh? I'm just gonna pass. Ew. Okay. Ew. It's gross. We're hitting some tough matchups here. Reanimator, Doomsday, and Aidcast. Am I supposed to brainstorm? This Emery is going to be problematic, so I think we're pressured at this point. We're going to want green, but probably not next turn. So I think I get Trop. Probably going to wind up cantripping again next turn. And then we'll have black post cantrip. So brainstorm here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can get threshold with Rain of Filth. One of these Cabal rituals has to resolve though. Like I think I just start with Cabal ritual. Maybe I start with Rain of Filth. Maybe that has a bigger chance of resolving. Rain of Filth. Then we can Thoughtseize. Then start Cabal ritualing. This Tendrils is actually awkward. Because what do we do? If all this goes successful, right? We go Rain of Filth, we have 4 cards in the yard, we can sack both lands. We go to 6 cards, we're gonna Thoughtseize, we go to 7 cards. Then we'll have Threshold for all of our Cabal rituals. That's 5, 8, 11. We have to cast the Tendrils. Puts us to 7. Infernal Tutor for Ad Nause. Are we forced to Ad Nause at that point? So we're not gonna have colors to like Burning Wish. And we don't have access to double Tendrils in the main deck. So yeah, that's what it would be. Oh, we're gonna have a ton of life though. It's gonna be a big Ad Nause. That's pretty cool, actually. So I think Rain of Filth makes the most sense. If they have double force, it's like you got me. They do not. They got shit. Sweet. So now we have exactly Threshold. Cabal Writ. Cabal Writ. Cabal Writ. Tendies. Go way up high on our life total to make for a very good Ad Nause. We got a Petal. Dark Writ. Cabal Writ. Wishclaw. Another Petal. It's Past in Flames. Plus double Petal. That does it. We're not going to repeat. Dark Writ. Cabal Writ. Petal. Past in Flames. And they're dead. Okay, so it's not just 8 cast because there's Echo. There's also Cavern. Just so they can play like an uncounterable thing. Can probably expect Hull Breacher, right? This is kind of a nightmare. Otawara is free. So let's do it. Meltdown's gonna be potentially good. We want the Abrupt Decays. Chain of Vapor can be awkward against Chalice. I don't think we want it, to be honest. Surgical seems interesting. It's kind of in the maybe section. I'm not so sure. We want Fluster, but they're running Echo. They could be trying to do the whole like Echo Hull Breacher thing, but I don't think I want to be sticking around like passing the turn Fluster up and you just get wrecked by Narset. So I don't think we want to be bringing anything else in. I think we can afford to get rid of a Cabal Ritual. I want the Burning Wishes. Veils seem good. Preordain does not. Like, you might be able to nab an Echo if they Emery, but if they have an LED in play, they won't pass priority. I'll just play one. Seems fine. I think this is going to be a tough one, but here we come. I'll keep this. I don't love it, but I'll keep it. They also kept City of Traders. Wow. Chalice, yep, that's fine. No zero. No, thank you. Bobble's fine. Showing Adawara. Okay. So that was a bad draw. Let's just hold up our Abrupt Decay. Oh no, don't do it. Oh, they did it. Jeez. Okay. There's not much you can do about this, right? Sea Woj. I'm doing good. How about you? It's alright. We won the first game. Oh boy, LEDs. Here comes Lattice. Yikes. That's wild. Alright. You got me. I don't think there's really anything else. I mean, Chain is good for Karn. Yeah, maybe just totally come off Surgical, play Chain. And let's go. Wild things are happening. Yep. So I did forget I wanted to put an Echo in the sideboard, and our fetch lands are not optimal. These, the Misty should be Scalding Tarns, so we can't get our bad lands with Misty. Oh, I feel like keeping a hand without discard is rough. Rough. Yeah, I'll keep it. Like, it's functional. I don't know how much Veil is gonna help us. We'll play Misty, because we're probably going to get Trop. We probably should have played LED out. And Chalice on one. Make our Veil useless. Ugh. Still want green, though, for Abrupt Decay. Meltdown's pretty good with Wishclaw, huh? Not sure it's gonna matter. Putting Brainstorm or Veil down. Alright, you got a Chalice on one. Wishclaw? Yikes. Pitching Echoing Truth. Alright, let's play LED out and pass. They have a Crypt. They got a Saga going. They have one card in hand. And we're drawing 1 drops. Perfect. An island. Is this Urza? Okay. I mean, it's probably gonna kill us. Alright, so we gotta start casting spells for Cabal Writ. We need 3. Now we are live to drawing Cabal Writ. Or are we just dead? 14, 15. We are super close to dead on board. I mean, drawing Cabal Writ means we get to add Nas from 3. We do have LED though. We are below 1%. That is for sure. 16, 17. I'm gonna spin the... Oh. Insult to injury. Lethal, and it's with a chalice. Yikes. Alright, Karn Echoes is never a good time. That's just a bullshit deck. Just a deck of bullshit. That's it. Just a bunch of bullshit. Okay. Certainly a YOLO hand. Let's do it. What am I, a coward? Do I look like a coward to you? Oh! Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Oh. Yikes. So we're going to do nothing for a while. I'm going to hide the LEDs. I'm not going to put them into play if I can help it before I see like what they're on. Doesn't look like there's going to be a pending. Just lock it up right off the get-go. Well, I don't feel as bad. Wow, this league has just been toxic. Like, Mono Black Depths was the only like normal deck. Otherwise, just 2 Reanimator. Yep, you got it. 2 Reanimator, Doomsday, and Karn Echoes. It's not the greatest for Ant. Yeah, we can scoop it up because we already know we're locked up for a couple turns. We want these. It's free to have this in place of this. We want these. Probably go down on that. Go down on that. And preordains. Well, let's go. Excuse me. Excuse me. I think I want either a faster hand or at least one with surgical. Or fluster, I guess. Yeah, this is okay. Say it's on the lower end of playable, but it's playable. Is red more important? Burning Wish Past in Flames as opposed to 2 Veils. I'm gonna go with red. And let's hope they don't have it. Grief is fine. Pitching Reanimate. Not the end of the world. Uh-oh. Come on. Oh. That's fine. Yep. Well, we played against Doomsday and Karn Echoes. Duress, bunch of mana. I think I'm supposed to keep this LED. Like, we're at the point where we want mana and action. And this is 3 mana in 1 card. So, we take it. We play these out. 2 dodge, discard, we play our fetch, pass the turn, and hope to top deck some action. 2, 5, 6. We actually still need a little more mana. I'm not going to draw this petal though, because we're bound to draw mana on our way to trying to find action anyways. So I guess we want Bayou. Piff is interesting. So we have 3, 6. It's not enough yet, but this is good because now if we draw mana, it's good. We have some time, but Ad Naus is getting worse. That's a good one. So now we have 9. We have the flash, so we'll have 4 post Piff. Don't think it's good enough yet. Like, we could trade our Piff and 2 LEDs for 2 Ponders. 6, 9, 4. 2, like a card of our choice and 2 Ponders. I don't think we're supposed to do that yet. Alright. So they're at 15. This is probably deterministic. We can Infernal Tutor. We'll have 7. Go get Cabal Ritual. Up to 10. Pass in Flames to 5. Cabal Ritual to 8. Tutor to 6 to get LED. Back up to 9. Tutor. Play cantrips. Get our tendrils. Kill them. Sounds like a plan to me. Black, blue, and we have a red. Rit, make our red. Cast Piff. Cast Cabal Ritual. Cast Infernal Tutor. Get, doesn't really matter. Lines Eye Diamond. Play Lines Eye Diamond. Make black, play Infernal Tutor, get tendrils, cast Ponder, 6, alright, take Ritual, cast Ponder, take Wishclaw, cast Wishclaw. We're 1 short. I want to discard, but that's okay. Kill them. Kill you. Thought we could like play through a fluster or something, but that's alright. Not needed. Okay, so we go into game 3 on the draw against Reanimator. We have yet to draw this card, so let's do it now. Oh, I don't think we want Veil on the draw. I think I'd rather have Preordain. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually surprising to me how often people lean on it. Especially when I play the Epic Gamble. Even like a double, triple grief is like that was a double grief, but sometimes you get triple discarded. Yeah, and they think the grief is going to get there. Especially when they animate dead it and it's a 2-2. Oh, come on. So this is likely to not be good enough. Unlikely to be good enough. Let's mull. Did they mull? They kept on 7. I mean, it's a functional hand. They kept on 7, but it could just be like a land Thoughtseize hand or another discard hand. I think I'm supposed to keep this one, and I think we lose. Like, I think we're pretty low chance, but I think we're even lower chance if we mull. Because if we mull, really, we're just looking to find Surgical, which is unlikely to, like, just blow them out as a singleton card. Huh. In the tank. Yep. So say we mull to like even just the 5 for a surgical. The rest of the hand probably wouldn't have been that great, right? I think it's LED. Tutor. Guess that makes sense. I'm gonna brainstorm. Not the greatest. Alright. So we take Entomb, I think. We either take Entomb and hope that looting doesn't find a monster, or we take looting and hope they don't find another land. I think Entomb is a better call, especially because they also get selection with Entomb, or whatever they want. Play LED and pass. I probably should have hid the Ponder, actually. That's alright. Comes looting. No monster. No monster. Come on. Yes. Get rid of an Animate Dead and another looting. That can't be right. Yeah. They kept a turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2 Entomb or looting. They have to find mana. Do I want to fetch first? I'm not even sure that I do want to fetch first. There's still 2 unknown cards, and I think I value, like, being able to fetch. Yeah. I'm gonna ponder. Oh my god, sorry about my phone. Like, I think we keep this brainstorm. Play our land. And we pass. They discard us, we can brainstorm. If they don't, we're gonna fetch upkeep, and then we're gonna brainstorm in the main phase, hopefully kill them. So they have no monster, and they don't have a second land. Why they get rid of their looting, I don't know. They probably have Entomb, but they don't have another mana source. Actually, I think I'm supposed to end step this brainstorm, right? It's risky, but I think we're pressured to do so. If this were a dark ritual, it'd probably be a different story. Yeah. And black, so we want... Oh, we took all the green cards out, so... we just want Underground Sea. Alright. This is fine. Come on. I mean, it's fine. No Entomb. Yeah, I don't know why they discarded their other looting. Huh. Let's preordain. I don't want either of these. Come on. Yeah, it might have been a misclick. Okay, so they found a land. I don't know how much that even helps them, though. In a ritual. Okay. Oh, for the looting. I think we counter this. Now they're still in the position where they have to get a fatty in the bin. Come on, action. Nope. Damn. So 4. Guess we hold on to Trop, right? We have 7 tutors in our deck. Like, how have we've cast so many cantrips. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cantrips. Unmask, that's fine. Pitching one of the Exhumes. Take your pick. They both do the same thing. 6, 10. We are one shy of Pier now. But Ad Naus will get there if we draw a tutor. Is there reason to Thoughtseize? It's possible Exhume is their last reanimation spell. There's a show and tell. A couple of reanimates. These are all pretty bad. Land plus Fatty. Show and tell. Maybe show and tell is actually the most scary card here. It's not that scary, but they've got 3 reanimation spells. So I'll play this out. It's kind of funny. Just both of us hitting our fail rate. So I'm going to play this last LED out. Now we don't have to play any lands out if we draw them. Like, we have enough mana for the top end. Where if we draw Infernal Tutor, we just get to find our Burning Wish and then Pier. It's about time. I guess Past in Flames is probably just deterministic, right? They're at 17. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we could just cast cantrips as well. That's boring. I want it to Pier. I mean, they could be on some sort of interaction, but Coffin Purge, yeah, that's... Yeah, but it can only hit one thing. I think it's still lethal. Yeah, we might as well Pier. I mean, we're gonna have a lot of mana. There's no way Pier isn't good. Interplay, thanks for the subscription. Gifted by 420KU. Nice. Thanks for the gift. The gifted sub. It matters too much here. Yeah, they're just scooping to it. Alright. He pulled off the 3-2 with, like, horrendous matchups. Although we beat Reanimator twice, which is pretty sweet. So, like I said, 2 mistakes when I was deck building, because we did it together at the beginning of this video, is Misty should come out, and I brought the Tarns in, and I actually just took the Otawara out so that we can have an Echo in our sideboard. I mean, only one league is tough to really make conclusions. I think it ran fine, pretty smooth. I think it would be fine to play the 1 Burning Wish with a Wish Claw if you wanted to play some more cards in your sideboard that was not a Wish package. But it's interesting to me. Like, it's interesting to put more tutors in your deck, have access to the green still, and be able to access Pier through the main deck through Burning Wish, right? It's something to do with your sideboard. I'm sure there's more people than just Yokel playing with, thinking outside of the box for your sideboard. I think if you're not thinking outside of the box for your sideboard, you're probably doing it wrong. I think people have gotten away with it for a while because the deck is powerful. Like, the main deck is powerful. Whether it's this, Grixis, just straight bug, like, Dark Ritual is powerful, Lines of Diamond is powerful, like, discard is still very good, so a lot of games you're just going to pluck the thing out of their hand that matters, and then you're going to kill them with a deterministic line that's very clean. In Past in Flames, like, these are powerful cards, they're always going to be powerful, and it doesn't mean that you shouldn't try to innovate because it could get better, right? So, I don't know. Those are kind of my thoughts on this list. I don't think it felt particularly clunky, even though we were playing 4 colors. It was kind of an odd league, right? We had a lot of, like, cantripping and just not finding our tutors, despite playing more tutors than your average Ad Nauseam list. So, I don't know. I'm sure there'll be points where you're going to miss Basic Swamp. but I chose to play the Badlands in place of the basic swamp. There might be a different way to configure the mana base. Maybe go up to 16 lands. I don't know. There's a lot of like different combinations of things that you can be doing. I think Boseiju certainly has a place in this deck. Probably not in the 4-color, but maybe still. Even so, I haven't tested that card enough. I think it works better the more of them you play, because they help activate each other. And a lot of those matches, similar to Otawara, a lot of the matches where you want to be able to remove stuff, you also want land drops, so you can wind up bringing in like additional land drops against these like D&T lands, green-white depths, like these permanent-based hate wasteland decks. So I don't know. We didn't get to showcase a lot of what this deck is able to do, but we had some fun, and I hope you enjoyed it. So that's going to conclude the Ad Nauseam Tendrils